Mr. Platinum, my 1989 with my TNA Bound for Glory 2009 review. Now, I think it was a great show overall, but some things could have really improved it. Now, let's start off with the pre-show. They announced that the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro, would not be able to make it to tonight's, event because of some personal, family emergency. So, basically, the Motor City Machine Guns and Lethal Consequences match has become a #1 contendership for the Ultimate X with Amazing Red later on tonight, which the Motor City Machine Gun go over in a, which you expect great X Division match. Now, the Ultimate X opens up the show after some very unnecessary guitar playing by a guitarist, national anthem. Yeah. Alright, the Ultimate X was fucking insane. Excuse my language. But it was so crazy. We saw spots that we didn't see before, which is amazing that TNA can still pull out different spots considering this is the 17th Ultimate X match. Basically, almost everybody goes over in this match because everybody looked like credible competitors, giving it their all and all that stuff, competing. Especially Amazing Red, he got like the most offense, and most of the big spots like the Hurricane on Daniels to the outside and the sunset flip powerbomb from the top rope. Most of those spots were led by Amazing Red, and then we saw Suicide. Suicide hit the Flux Capacitator, which is my favorite finisher, and really made a TNA talent over with me. About 2 years ago in 2007, most of you guys know who that is. That's his finisher. I won't say in case some people don't know and don't want to get spoiled, but it really makes it seem like they're going to start an unmasking angle with Suicide, especially with what Homicide said last week. So basically, I was really excited for that. And then we saw Daniels and Suicide up there, and it was freaking scary. People were like, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. And it looked like they did. Sick spot. And then Amazing Red got the win, which I am glad. I wanted him to win this match. So next we have a long promo by Beautiful People, which I thought was long, but then I remembered that they have to get rid of all the Ultimate X equipment. And then the actual match starts. Beautiful People versus Tarita and Taylor Wilde. I said Sarita and Taylor Wilde for the tag knockouts titles. And this match was basically just like their match last month, which was just there, but kind of good, decent. Not anything necessarily special, except the only thing different is that they kind of botched the German suplex dropkick finish this month. It was kind of odd. So I don't know, this match was just was decent, nothing necessarily bad, just nothing necessarily amazing. Next we have the Legends title, Nash, Hernandez, and Eric Young. Now the beginning of this match was Eric and Nash working over Hernandez, and every time Hernandez got a little bit of offense, it was pretty exciting, like when Nash just threw him and he did the plancha outside towards Young. Usually when he does that, there's more than one person there to catch him. So shit, clap it up for Eric Young for doing it by himself. Sick, beautiful spot, And then Eric Young, being the beautiful, credible heel that he is, screws the crap out of Nash after promising this and that and saying that he just wants to get back at Hernandez. It looks like he just wanted the title the whole time, or he wanted to kill two birds with one stone. He screwed Nash and he walked out with the Legends title. And for people that say the Legends title is not credible, in my opinion, it's not credible yet. Every title has to start off a little weird, in my opinion. I mean, that's for another video, but I like the Legends title. After this, I believe we had... So next we had the Full Metal Mayhem, and this match was what you expect, just Full Metal Mayhem. It was freaking crazy. Bunch of wrestling, bunch of spots, bunch of tables being broken, bunch of weapons. Blah, 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 blah. Booker T gets jobbed out the match, which made me clap. Goodbye, Booker T. And Steiner was so freaking over with the crowd, suplexing everybody. Frankensteiner, big T-bone type suplex from the top, going through a table. Just table madness. Everybody took a hard spot, at least one hard spot, everybody. Especially my man, Robert Roode. Oh my God, a hard scoop slam from inside of the ring, outside to a table, and mostly landed on the concrete instead of the actual table. The finish, we basically saw Devon walk out with the IWGP and British Invasion walk out with the TNA World. And Rhino also attacked Team 3D, which would continue their little storyline that they have right now. So British Invasion goes over here. Main Event Mafia and Kevin Nash and Booker T and Scott Steiner all have lost so far. Next we saw Khan, Tara, and ODB. Now, This match, it was I liked the beginning already. In the beginning, I already liked it. Like, it was just like a bunch of action and stuff like that. Then there was something weird with Tara outside the ring, which looks like it's, at first it looked like it was just a random fan that attacked her, but then JB tweeted more this Thursday. The person that attacked was Kim Couture, and Kim Couture and Tara have been teasing a fight these last few months or weeks or whatever you want to call it. So it looks like a worked shoot or whatever you want to call it. And then in the ring, we saw Saeed cost the loss for Awesome Khan, which I think was a good finish, because Awesome Khan is one of the knockouts that, to get her to lose cleanly, it's very, very rare. So I don't want that to be wasted. And it keeps the belt on ODB, which I think should, she deserves a good reign. She, was supposed to be champion a long time ago, and she's been doing decent so far. So why not? This could also get rid of Saeed and more focus on Flash. Next, we saw Lashley and Samoa Joe. Now, this kind of had, in the beginning, what really got me excited was when Lashley picked up Joe really high over his shoulders and just slammed him. And the crowd was really pro Joe. They were chanting, "Joe's gonna kill you," all this stuff. And when it really started to get good, it kind of ended. So that kind of disappointed me. And it was a weird finish where they say Joe didn't tap out, but this or that. So it looks like he got knocked out. I think they should continue this feud. And the next match should be an all-out type, amateur wrestling type stuff. Go towards more that direction, the way that Joe and Joe and Kurt Angle was booked a couple years ago. More like that, instead of this weird stuff that, finish that we had tonight. So I think that deserved more time. Foley and Abyss right away started out with a bang, with Abyss going through the stage. And something else, at this point, it seemed like they were kind of rushing some of the matches. We weren't seeing promos, and some of the stuff just seemed rushed. So basically, Foley and Abyss was a freaking sick hardcore match. A bunch of spots with barbed wire boards. Steven Richards, Daphne took probably the spot of the night. I don't know, it depends. But a lot of people took spots tonight. But damn, that was sick. We saw Abyss go over, which should have gone over, but it felt like something was missing from the match. But I still think it was a great match, especially with their feud, that they, the storyline going into this. Maybe we should see a rematch between the two at Turning Point. Barbed Wire Massacre, I'm not sure. Next, we had, I enjoyed the match. It was a good match. Next, we had Morgan and Angle, which started off kind of slow for me. Maybe I saw that slow, so I was kind of hoping that it starts to pick up, because I kept looking at the time, and it looked like they weren't going to have enough time for Sting and AJ. So basically, Morgan and Angle, then it started to pick up. I really enjoyed their match in May for the Slammiversary spot, the King of the Mountain, and this match tonight was also good. Now, something that I didn't realize until after the match was over, that Angle really was clean. He didn't do nothing very heelish. He wasn't much of a heel in this match, which I think makes the match much more credible and really puts over Morgan that much more. Angle won at the end, but Morgan has earned Angle's respect, and I think it told a great story with Angle not turning to heel tactics, just going out there and being the better man. Now, Sting versus AJ. This match, it was a very slow type technical match. Basically, the ending, another ending that came kind of out of nowhere, in my opinion. But then afterwards, I started to think about it more. Remember in Turning Point last year when AJ missed the Pele, and they made this whole big thing where they can't believe AJ missed the Pele. Now we've come full circle, and AJ hit the Pele, and then after that got the splash and win. But it just felt like a weird ending. I would have preferred to see a Styles Clash to end the match, but it was a real good ending. These two had much respect, and then Sting talked on the mic for a while. So overall, I think Bound for Glory was a great show. I just really think that maybe with more timing, they could have spaced things out, had more promos, segments maybe, to really build up the upcoming matches and make the matches last longer themselves. So maybe it's time the TNA goes 4-hour pay-per-view next year. Now I will have a more in-depth thoughts. This is just my review. I think it was a good show, great show. Could have been better with small things, in my opinion. I'll explain more another time. Mr. Platinum Man 1989 out.